Hello friends, welcome to IT Adda. So in today's session we are going to learn how we can install HP Data Protector on Windows 2019 server. So when we say Data Protector, it's having its own history. Couple of years back, it's being supported and managed by HPE, and now it's called as Micro Focus Data Protector. So since I'm an old guy and I work on this tool when it's HP, so rather than saying it's micro focus, I will be using the term HP data protector. Okay, so in order to install that, you have to download the binary and then you have to install it. So this is a binary which I got from the site, and they are having couple of files over there, and then we have to install it. Okay, so first we need to browse the directory which is Windows. We'll go over there, and then based on the operating system we have to select. So mine one is 64-bit, so I will be going over there. So this is the main directory. This is something where you will get all your setup files over there. Most of the setups files you will find here itself, and there are some tools, those also you will get there itself. Okay, now come back, and in order to install the setup, we will run the file setup. There are a couple of setups files. If you run, even though they will get you to the same place, but the best is you go ahead and run the file which is saying itself as setup. So this is the file, and when you go for this file, you have to run it as a administrator, because if you run as a normal user, probably at the last you will see an error and your entire setup will be rollback. So always run it as a administrator. So I will be doing the same, and I will tell you the beauty why we have to run the setup file rather than going with the other files like the cs setup, cs or other thing. So this is the first thing which we have got it over there. So first we will see the options, the advanced options. So in the advanced options you will see there are a couple of things. They are saying verify the service account. So if you are looking at the very big environment and you don't want the service account to be dependent on a single users, what you can do is you can request the service account and you can use that out. Else you will use your account if it is having the admin privilege, or else you go with the server admin privilege. The second thing is check for the cell manager name. So in your organization, if you are having multiple data protector cell server, so this is something which check whether you are not duplicating the same. So that is something these do. So we check it out, even though those are not applicable in my setup, but still we are making check over there and we'll proceed. Okay, so now let me click on next. Yes, it's a big user in agreement, but I will not waste my time over there. I just say I will accept it and I will say next. Similar here. Okay, so as I said, there is a beauty when you run the file as setup. So here you can see there are four options. You see cell manager, client, installation server, and reporting server. So here my aim is I have to install the cell manager, and I will go with that. But if there is a requirement to install only client, you can install from the same setup. The only thing you have to select the different option. So I will always suggest you use the entire setup and run whatever you required. Just for your information, 90% of our time we install client. And this is one of the beautiful method. If you go to the client, install it out, import into the HPDP, and the client is yours. And the best part is when you go through with this setup, by default it's open the port which are required for the inet communication. So this is one of the easiest method. Only thing is that the traveling within the network, traveling of this entire setup is something which you have to think of. Apart from that, there is no other problem. Okay, So we'll select the cell manager and we'll proceed from here. Again, I will accept the agreement. Okay. So this is where it will ask you for your company name or something. You can put it over there. Then the internet. So just in case if the internet is restricted in your company, then you have to put the proxy address, port, and if those proxy associated with any username password, probably you can give it over there. So in my case, I will be keeping them blank and proceeding for next. This is where it asks for the password. So this is my system password. So I'm going to provide that over here. Okay. Now, these two are the default directory which HPDP used. So here you have an option, you can change those directory and you can ensure you are installing your system on the highly available storage system. So let's see the SanDisk. Maybe it may be your D disk or E drive. You can install it out. So in my setup, I'm going with the default thing, but yes, you have an option and I suggest you or I advise you if you have highly available disk, you can go and proceed over there, and it is always recommended to use or install this software into other drive rather than the C drive. Now there are certain component selection which is by default, so you can see disk agent is there, media agent is there, NDMP it's not there, user interface which is saying manager of manager mom it's not required, I'm not installing. Installation server, so if you see the previous window we said it is saying cell manager client and installation server. So any cell manager by default it is a installation server. If you want you can cancel this feature, but it's a useful because if you want to upgrade your clients and all from your cell manager itself, that can also act as an installation server. And if you are not aware of installation server, probably in my next video I will take you through it and I will help you understand what is installation server is and how they work. So we are going here with the bare minimum setup, we are not going to install any integration or anything, we are just going ahead with the normal setup, and in future probably we'll use those features. Okay, so let's go ahead and click next on it. So my system, yet whatever it's available, it's saying it's have all the resources. So I'm going ahead and clicking on next. Yes, so log retention it is asking for 90 days, but I don't need that much because it's my test machine. So I'm saying put 1 month, but you have an option you can increase more than 90 month or others. So by default is 90 months, which is huge. Okay, it's again looking for the password. I already giving over now to communicate between your entire setup, your different process. You have to enable different ports. So this is something which our software by default is going to open on our server label. So we have to say next for that. Okay, say next, and these are the things which is going to install. So you have to understand it's going for the cell manager core. Core is something is your core, means your hard core, your software of the core which is required, irrespective whether it is a cell manager or it is a client. This core is required, the bit and pieces of your software. So this is going to be installed over there. You will not be able to see these things, but they are exist. Okay, so these are my components which are going to install, and I will go ahead and install that. Now it's going to take couple of minutes based on your system performance. It may take 10 to 15 minutes, or if your system is not performing well, probably it's go for an half an hour or something. So bear with me, and I will be pausing this video for this moment, and once it is complete I will get back to you. Okay, so the installation has been completed, and now you can see there are a couple of notes over there. What is saying the installation of server successfully imported, configuration is done, all services started. So these are the general thing, and they should say they all are successful, started and successfully. If you're seeing any error there, that means there is a problem in your installation. Okay, so we'll move forward. Yep. Okay, now it's going to show me the display installation summary, which we will see. I'm not launching the data protector right now. First we'll see the installation summary and then we'll check. Okay, so let me click on finish, and this will give us the installation summary. Okay, so here is the thing. So this is the user who is having the login access. Then the inet service is started, CRS is started, IDB is started, all those things. Okay, so we are good from here, and now we will check the DP version using the CLI. Probably we may have the okay. Looks like I missed something. No problem. We'll give it a next try and we'll check. Okay, so it's version. So here you can see I have installed the HP Data Protector A10.0. That means it's version 10. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Let's see what changes we have seen in our system. So here, this is the one which I have newly installed. And if I open it, I can see two things: administrator command prompt as well as the data protector manager. So this is the GUI which, this is the native GUI which data protector provide. So let me open it. Okay, so when you very first time when you open your data protector, it will ask you for the certificate. So yes, we have to say okay for it. Yes, now it's going to connect with the IDB. So this GUI basically what you are seeing is it has to be connected to your IDB. So that means your IDB services should be up, else you will not be able to connect it. You will not be able to reach this. Okay. Okay. So this is the thing which very first time when we install the cell manager. So for now I will be canceling this, and first we'll browse the entire GUI. So this is the one view where you see all your clients, your other things. So here you can see one client. So if I click on that client and I go and check, and I just noticed this is nothing but my cell manager itself. So for your backup system, your cell manager server itself act as a client for itself. Okay. Now we'll go to the dashboard again. We'll go back from here. Now I'm having four users. So basically I have created only three or only one user, but it is showing me four users. So so basically those are not users. It's basically group which it is saying. It is a one system. My license, I'm using the trial license. So you have to install your license. When it comes to system, I'm having one physical system. So I'm running on it on my system itself. It's not on a hypervisor. That's why it's saying physical. Okay, fine, fair enough. Now, so this is the GUI which TP provide, but we have to look for the other thing as well. Okay. Okay, so fair enough. And this is my home. Now, I just click on it and there are a couple of options are coming: home, clients, users, all those things. So let's go to clients. So this is the GUI where you are going to use your entire data protector. And this button is called as bookmark button. If I click on it, this window is not going to go. Even though if I go anywhere, this will be here only. Okay, fine, fair enough. So this is my client tab. I expand it and I can found my system or my cell manager server itself acting as a client. Apart from that, if I go and check the users, I can see there are in an admin there are four users. These are the default users. By default, they are created on the system. So just in case if you want to use the other users, you have to disable them out. Devices and media. So here everything is blank because we don't have. So in next training session probably we'll create them out. Now we'll come to backup. So this is the tab where we have to create our backup specification and other thing. So this is where we created. Okay, object operation. So the media copy, the tape to disk or disk to tape is all happens through these options, which we explore in another training session. Monitor. This is something which is going to show us the running session. If any backup job is running or any media copy is running, you can see those jobs over there and their status. Restore. This is the tab. If we taking the backup or something, obviously we have to restore it. So this is the tab where we have to come and we have to initiate the restore operations. Now the instant recovery. So there are certain recovery features which data protector provide, though or those advanced features we can get it from here. Now it comes to reporting. So this is something when you have to generate the reports, you need some information for your entire environment. This is the best place you can get it out from here. So if I expand the report tab, oh, my bad, I have to go for the task first. And this is where I will get the most of the information. Let's see, I need my cell information. I simply run it out. See this. This is my cell manager, my clients, and all those things. My MDB server, my licensing server, everything you will get it over here. Same way, if I looking for the client backup report, I say client. I have only one client. No backup because I haven't taken any backup for this system. So these are the reportings what we have. Then last we have IDB. So this is called internal database. Any backup which is completed, you will be able to see it here. If you go by session, you will be able to see it here. So that's it for now, friends. And this is the installation where we did the cell manager installation. And in my next video, I will tell you how we can do the client installation, and then we will import a couple of clients over there. So till then, stay home, stay safe. Thank you guys. Thank you very much.